Greetings everyone, and welcome to my coin collection. Today's coin is another in the set of America the Beautiful quarters, produced in 2018. You can find a link to my previous quarter from this series in the top right corner now. The America the Beautiful series followed up the US State Quarters series, this time focusing on one of the beautiful places in the national park system from each state and territory. Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, whose America the Beautiful quarter was minted in 2010, was signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant as the first US national park in 1872. In 1916, the US National Park Service was founded and today comprises 423 national park sites across the country. However, only 63 of them are called National Park. The other sites fall into different categories, like National Historic Sites, National Monuments, and others, including National Lakeshore, as with the Apostle Islands in Michigan, and National Seashore, as with Cumberland Island in Georgia, which is represented on today's coin. There are 3 versions of the coin in this set, 2 in brilliant uncirculated condition from the Denver and Philadelphia mints, and a proof condition coin from the San Francisco mint. Apart from the fact that it says it on the packaging, you can tell that the San Francisco one is proof from the cameo-style finish on the portrait of George Washington on the obverse of the quarter. Cumberland Island National Seashore, near the border between Georgia and Florida, is a large barrier island on the Atlantic coast. Its first inhabitants were indigenous peoples who settled there as early as 4,000 years ago. They were part of the Macama, a Timucua group, who spoke the Macama dialect. When the Spanish came to the region in the 1550s, they named the island San Pedro. They built a garrison and mission, and by 1681 there were approximately 300 natives and several Spanish missionary priests living on the island. However, over the next few years, the settlements were attacked multiple times by French and Spanish pirates, so that the island was abandoned in 1684. When the English arrived at the Georgia coast in 1733, the island was renamed Cumberland Island, after 13-year-old Prince William, Duke of Cumberland, son of George II. Among the many interesting people connected to the island over the next 150 years was Thomas Carnegie, partner and brother of Andrew Carnegie, who purchased a property on Cumberland in the late 1880s. The Carnegies went on to acquire 90% of the island. However, after the 1929 Wall Street crash and the following Great Depression, they stopped living there. In 1954, some of the members of the Carnegie family invited the National Park Service to assess the island's suitability. The following year, the service named Cumberland Island one of the most significant natural areas in the United States and began planning to secure it. After a number of complications, the bill to make the island a unit of the National Park Service, designated as Cumberland Island National Seashore, was finally signed by President Richard Nixon on October 23, 1972, and the Carnegie family sold their portions of the island to the federal government. The island is 17.5 miles or 28.2 kilometres long, with an area of 36,415 acres, nearly half of which is marsh, mudflats, and tidal creeks along the western edge. There are gnarled live oak trees covered with Spanish moss and palmetto plants at the edge of Cumberland's dense maritime forest, as pictured on the packaging for this coin. A beach runs nearly the full length of the eastern side of the island. Cumberland is home to many interesting native and non-native species: white-tailed deer, squirrels, raccoons, 9-banded armadillos, wild boars, feral hogs, alligators and other marshland inhabitants, as well as feral horses which roam free on the island. Whales appear just off the eastern shore as well. To try and capture some of the natural beauty and wildlife of the national seashore on this coin, we see a snowy egret perched on a branch on the edge of a salt marsh, ready for flight. It is a striking design and a lovely coin. designed by Donna Weaver, who, you might remember, also designed the reverse of the Basketball Hall of Fame coin I looked at in my second video, as well as the current US nickel obverse. The last time I was in the US, I went to Georgia, but did not make it out to the coast, and having researched the island and its history, I would love to go back and visit. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the coin with me. If you have, please like the video and leave a comment down below. You might also consider subscribing to my channel so that you catch all the upcoming coins in my collection.